talking today about chapter number 8 from the book A New Earth, and I want to start with a really great story from the chapter. And actually, that's just so funny. Like, just right now, I discovered it's actually in Hebrew old story. It's about the King Solomon, Amelech Shlomo. Yes, King Solomon. And I will read. There lived a king. This is from the book, who was continuously torn between happiness and despair. The slightest thing would cause him great upset or provoke an intense reaction, and his happiness would quickly turn into disappointment and despair. So he asked for help, and eventually a wise man came to the king and gave him a ring with the words or initials of the words "This too shall pass," or in Hebrew, "Gam ze yavor." This too shall pass. So the wise man told the king, "Wear this ring always. Whatever happens, before you call it good or bad," this is very important, before you call it good or bad, touch this ring and read this inscription. This way, you will always be at peace.
Okay. When you touch this ring, you always be.
So you always be at peace. So the King Solomon, you know the King Solomon, Fabio? Have you heard about
A
him?
little bit.
Okay. So I don't know if it's a true story, of course, but this is an old story. So the story is like he was torn between happiness and despair, and this wise man gave him a ring, and in the ring it was reading, "This too shall pass. This too shall pass." It's one of the best sentences there is. So he told him, every time that whatever happens, before you call it good or bad, touch the ring, okay? Okay, feel it, look at it,
Okay.
and then you will be at peace, because no matter what happens, you're not attached to it, okay? I want to continue to read about this specific story. When you become aware of the temporariness of all forms and you disidentify from them, once you see actually and accept the transience of all things and the inevitability of change, you can enjoy the pleasures of the world while they last, without fear of loss or anxiety about the future. So I really, this sentence, "This too shall pass," helped me for so long. Even before I read New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, I knew this sentence before. I think I knew it because of Eckhart Tolle, but not because of his books. And but this is amazing sentence. This too shall pass. Everything.
And what is your ring?
What is my ring?
Yeah.
What is my ring?
Yeah.
I don't have a ring. But it's so nice to have something to remind you,
Exactly. Maybe
This too
you
shall.
have some things.
Yeah, but ring, I don't know. Maybe I should put something else. But
Also,
Fabio, I thought
okay.
about our connection.
Yeah.
We are together traveling for so long, and it's not easy. We are a bit different sometimes, or we have different desires, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what it is, like, what happens, like, why it's, first of all, we manage. I travel with other people as well, and I had good times, but always sometimes there is some encounters or fights, or when I was younger, now less. But I was like, what's working, like, why this connection works? And I think because of the knowledge of the temporariness, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We know it's like we're just traveling right now. You can finish every day, we're not attached to everything that happens,
Yes, I think
Th-
because we are not attached.
this helps a lot.
Yeah.
But I think, like, in relationship, what was the hardest for me in my previous relationship is that I always thought about, like, family, kids, future, 50 years from now, that's what I thought. And it makes sense, many people think about it, it's important, but then you lose the moment, and you filled up with anxiety, and nothing can work, and every little thing scares you to death, and you're like, how will I manage this in the future, so it doesn't mean that you need to stay in a bad relationship, but it also if you go to a relationship and just in the moment and you enjoy it, I also told it to my brother, when just like in the relationship, you don't think about the future so much. In the beginning, just enjoy it, with the
Yeah.
other you just enjoy it. Just don't think about wedding right now and about this situation or that situation. Just enjoy, I sometimes I'm not envy, but I really admire young couples who met like when they were in their 20s,
Okay.
and they're really good strong couples. Like my other brother and his wife, they know each other from 16, 17, so when you're in this age, you don't think so much about the future. Just enjoy each other, and then you grow up to build yourself together,
Okay.
But what I mean is like when we getting older, we always like think about the future and give so much anxiety and fear into the relationship, and this is why many relationships crumble in the end. Yeah.
And because missing some things, respect the first periods.
There is many reasons why it's finished, but I think also because we don't think about the temporariness of it. We always
Okay.
think about it's going to last for 50 years. It's like thinking about your job, You think when you go to a job, you think that you're going to stay there for 50 years.
Yeah.
For many people, it's very challenging. They don't know how they're going to. No, it's really hard.
Yeah.
But when you feel about it, oh, it's temporary. It's just like another step for another place. It's okay. When it comes to relationship, it is more challenging because you do want to build a family and kids, and there is more time that you need to invest, and it's not like a a stepping stone for another stage, for another place. But it's so important to really somewhere in you to realize that everything is temporary, okay, and to disattach yourself from that. This helps a lot. You become more peace, you become more happy, and your surrounding and also your
Your
surrounding
surrounding.
is
Yeah.
also happier. Yeah. Think about it. Like for you, we are now in Kenya. So many problems, Fabio. Electricity issues.
Yeah.
We don't take them seriously because we know it's temporary. We're not going to live. We are not able even to live here forever because we are on here on a
Yeah.
limited time. So this is why I think many people enjoy also traveling because they know it's temporary. So whatever comes, they know they're not attached to it so much because they know it's temporary and they're able to experience the moment as it and in its fullness. I
I,
enjoy,
yeah.
I enjoy right now the durian. I enjoy it completely because I know it's temporary. Maybe tomorrow I will not be here, and maybe in the future I will not be able to access this kind of fruit.
You think this is the reason why sometimes I want to finish in one day all my food because I know that temporary stuff and I don't know if tomorrow I fast and I want to fast or I eat.
Exactly. I think like in the beginning I was like, I'm not sure, but now that you explain it, yeah, because you fast a lot, which means you don't drink or eat for a few days and then you eat, your body's in the mood of like, wow, I just got some food. I'm going to eat whatever I can, as much as I can.
Yeah,
And this is why you are in like this frenzic sometimes,
is a relationship.
yeah.
I understand.
But many animals are like this, Fabio.
Yeah,
They go to the food and like they fast a bit, and then they find the food and then they eat it, and they really indulge into it. And so yeah, but I don't know if yeah you're in the moment, but specifically about this kind of eating, that we jump on the food. I
yeah.
don't like it because
I think is more animal, more. We are human being and we have some spiritual. We are consciousness. We are lucky because we can decide our day. Respect animal. Animal don't think about tomorrow, after tomorrow.
yeah, exactly. I think they're happier, Fabio. So I think we maybe we can like be more flexible or do more stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're happier than animals because our mind is obsessive and thinking. But I want to go back because it's so important to be really present also when you eat, Fabio. And sometimes I feel when, like, example for 2 days ago, 3 days ago, when you finished fasting and you
Yeah.
went on eating, I looked at you and I was like, what happened? Like, it doesn't feel like you enjoyed even the food. You just pushed it, you know?
Yeah.
So there is a difference, I think, like to be really in the moment when you can enjoy the durian doesn't mean that you need to push as much as possible because you know maybe tomorrow you will not be here, but it means like just to be grateful. Oh, this is really nice. To be thankful while you're eating it and maybe also eat it slowly. Don't push it because when you push so fast, you also don't appreciate so much the taste. How can you, you know?
Yes, the best is, yeah, remember me today. Uh, Eat slowly.
Yeah, I will. It's so nice. And also the surrounding is very important. When we go and eat in the market, it's so hectic. But when we're in the silence, like here in this guest house, when everything is trees and birds and nature and views, you just sit and you're just so calm and you eat slowly. I don't need to rush anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
So nice. Fabi, what do you think about this story? I'm shocked actually. I'm pretty sure I learned this story when I was in school because we learned so much stuff about the Bible. But I
Yeah.
don't remember this one. And I was shocked. Ah, this is King Solomon? Wow, like I didn't know that. You just talked about a king. And then when I researched a bit, just before we started this podcast, I was like amazed. Ah, this is actually a Hebrew story. Yes, this too shall pass. Where should we write it down, Fabio? Where should you like
Hmm?
no? Do you want a ring with this two shall ring? What do you
I
want?
think the mm, King Solomon maybe becomes king for this, for the ring.
He was a king before, Fabio. He was a king
Okay.
before, and then he was happy, but he was many times also despair. You know, he went between happiness and sadness, happiness, sadness, and then he was suffering because of it, you know.
Yeah.
And this is why he called the wise man to help him, and the wise man gratefully gave him this ring. I think it's amazing,
It's
amazing
amazing.
story. What were we talking about? Like 1,000 years ago, 2,000, more of course, but yeah, this is amazing. Like this is really nice. I don't know how many years, yeah, but
What I think is a beautiful instrument to have one staff and touch every time this stuff for balance yourself.
but you know, Eckhart Tolle says something really nice. He said, if you put some note on the wall with some sentence, or with time, it loses his meaning. You know,
Yes.
you're used to it. So I guess the ring is really nice idea if you change the fingers. You know, if you do something different. If
Yeah.
you sometimes you put it as a necklace, sometimes you put it as a ring. You know, but this sentence, this too shall pass. Wow, this is so strong. You can be, wow. It's like it allows you to suffer so much less. You know.
Maybe. If you take one another person, maybe suffer in the same time. Because the important things is to believe this. You can have the stuff, but the important things is to believe.
Fabi, do you believe that? That everything
Which,
is temporary? Everything is
yeah,
temporary.
this I
Do,
believe.
do you really need to, like, I can understand what you're saying. Yeah. You need to believe that in order for this to work. But absolutely, this is makes so much sense. Everything is temporary. Everything. Maybe back then they didn't believe that maybe humans can live forever. Some humans. But we know everybody today, when you ask, you know for sure that everybody will die in the end. You know?
Yeah.
This is temporary. And all creatures, all things on this world will vanish eventually, you know? And I think it allows you to enjoy also more of life and not be so fear and anxiety about it. You know, I always like my parents are like so close to me. I really do. I love them greatly. And it's hard for me because they're getting older, you know? But it's since I started to read Eckhart Tolle and came to these ideas, it's so much easier for me to accept eventually that they will not be here. You know, it's easier because I have to say, 4 years ago even it was so heartbreaking for me. You know, just the thought about losing them. You know, but now I came to a point when I can accept it more easily. It will hurt still, but it won't be so devastating and suffering, like really pain that goes through your body. It will be I hope it will be easier, but who knows. I'm just saying, like, yeah, everything is temporary. It's easy not to attach yourself to anything. How do you do it with relationships? That's what I'm saying. Like, my previous relationship,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
sure it was what?
Okay.
So my previous relationship, I feel because I always thought about the future, I lost some of them. It hurts the relationship, because you think about the future. How would we will manage? Because okay, so I just give the example. I lived in certain country, and maybe she lived in another country. How do we going to cope? How are we going to manage? And all these kind of problems made the situation even worse. Maybe exciting, but eventually it was a bit exhausting. So when you just enjoy the moment, yeah, you should plan and everything for the future, but it takes so much.
I want to ask you, why the universe created the temporary stuff?
Because he loves to create. He loves to change, to create. He doesn't
Yeah,
like anything that is permanent. He doesn't like it. He
doesn't like.
hates it. He just want to create, create, create. We talked about it before, Fabio. Let's. I'm not like really like. Let's think about the biggest names right now. We're in 2025 in the world. The richest, like most powerful people. Those people are really like changes. They're really into change. They just want to create and make. Although they have so much money, they don't need to do anything. They want always to change and create more. And the universe loves that. And I think it gives energy to those who wants to change. That's what I feel. Doesn't mean that it's always good, but this is the effect of, this is what I see it as, effect of life, of nature. I really do believe we always want change. That's why we are changing every day. We're waking up and we're a different person. Our cells even
Yes.
dies always, and burn new, and yeah. So for
Also, yes, if you think also the sun is temporary. Day and the
yes,
night. There is this duality.
wait a second. The sun is temporary.
Yes.
She will vanish eventually, but she is always there right now. Now she's there. We say sunset and sunrise, but it's a lie because the sun is always there. It's not
Yeah.
true. So yeah, but the sun and all of us will vanish eventually. Nothing is temporary. Nothing is permanent. Sorry.
If is permanent, is boring, I think.
Just strange, yeah. You will go mad.
Yeah.
Let's say, like,
Oh my
even Eckhart
god.
Tolle says, let's say you have the money in the world, you have your island, you have people that works for you, you have your organic fruits and massage every day and meditations, whatever. Your mind will mess you up, Your mind will go crazy. You will get bored, depression. Everything will be way more stronger. You won't have any challenges, so your mind will create challenges inside.
You think sometimes we want different food for this,
Absolutely, Fabio.
for appreciate
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because, I do believe in mono when you're sick and everything. Mono, like eating the same fruit for a few, for a while. I do believe when you really have a problems in your body, but as a way of life, this is really hard for me to believe, because I don't think that we should eat, like, one of the most important things is variety. You have to always eat as much as different stuff as possible. This is also good for the digestion and the germs inside your digestion system. But also think about the seasons, Fabio. A fruit cannot last for the whole year.
Yeah.
We do it because we have some equipment and conditions that we can change to make it last, but it doesn't supposed to. Why the universe wants you to enjoy durian just for these few months? Why jackfruit just these few months? Why these oranges or whatever these months? Why this game? Why can't you just put everything together the whole day? No, it want to force you to change. Fabio, I have to tell you, I was in Thailand for so long, you know that, right?
Yeah.
And there are some fruits that I didn't want to try. Like, you know what? Sometimes papaya is more challenging for me. Sometimes this this I don't know what is the name, the white one, you know, the white one
Which one?
inside. It's a bitter when you eat the seeds.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
really
yeah.
it's
In Malaysia, they call kokolekyo.
Kokoleko. That's an amazing name,
Yeah,
by the way. Kokoleko. Ooh, I wanted to call my dog Kokoleko.
kokoleko.
Kokoleko, come here now. No, I'm joking. So I didn't eat these kind of fruits mostly. I ate usually always like, you know, jackfruit and this kind of stuff, durian. Oof, love durian. And then I had no choice because I was in the north of Thailand doing my vipassana. And in the market, little market I was there, it was only like the seasonal fruits mainly. So I tried them and I fell in love with them, Fabio. I fell in love. I ate them ripe and I ate them and suddenly I learned to appreciate the fabulous taste of good ripe papaya and also this other one. I ate so much every day of this and I was like, wow. And it's so nice that the universe like forces you, you know?
Yeah.
Forces you to try other stuff. But I will challenge you, Fabio. So what does it mean? And I know your answer, but what does it mean? So we should not have one partner for the whole life. We should always change. It also kind of
Understand.
connected to it, right?
Yes, because if you think, if you have permanent friendship, no, permanent
Permanent, yeah. A relationship.
relationship is not fun. Become some things you hate. It is permanent. You can really think about permanent relationship. Some things. Oh my God.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
I absolutely I can understand. This is also the way that the world goes now. Many couples are open in your open relationship. For me, it's a bit more challenging. Maybe because I'm attached
Okay.
too much to the other person. It's hard for me to imagine a situation when you always need to maybe be alert, or you don't have to be alert, but you know all this kind of stuff. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy, and I can absolutely understand that it's not easy. But I don't think there is any choice. Like people, 50% are getting divorced, so maybe open relationship. Just like sometimes when you let a person, okay. So this is like
Yeah,
while
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking to you, I'm thinking like if you let a person just really be whatever he wants without really hurting the other person, like truly, physically, it will get over it. You know what I mean? For example, I remember back then before I became like more healthy kind of person with the food. I really liked sweets, so ice creams and desserts, and I was really into it. And one of my ex-girlfriends was really against it. She didn't like. I was still thin and fit, but she didn't like this kind of junk food experiences.
Okay.
But then we separated, and then I had another girlfriend, and she was so supportive. Yeah, eat whatever you want, enjoy, and let me be. And when she let me be, really, and I ate so much. We were in like a trip in Switzerland and whatever. She let me be. And then eventually I was like, no, I'm enough. It's enough for me. I don't want to. And
Ah,
this is
okay.
how I changed, because when you let really the other person to be whatever he wants, also for kids, let them be whatever they want. They will get over this. That's what I believe, really, because when there was a fight, a resistance, I was always also resisting and also going to this food that was practically not healthy for me. Okay, just like addiction to sweet or whatever, but sweet that is not healthy. But it was such an important lesson for me, because I was never satisfied. Eat this dessert, then another dessert, then another. I was like always searching for, and while I was eating, I was already thinking about the other restaurant or the place,
Wow.
bakery that we are going to go there. And in the end, when we went back to on the plane, I was like, wow, this was too much. I don't want to do this again. It was too much. But it was really like a big lesson in, like, from me. Nobody came to me and told me you have to do it. If you don't or whatever. I learned it because they allowed me to be whoever I am, whatever I am. That was
Oh,
really
you
nice.
recovered this. Now you feel you have recovered all of. Mm, I don't know if I can call sick.
Disease, you mean? Well,
This is a little, yeah,
addictions?
addiction. You recovered this.
Yes. Yes, I do.
How?
First of all, I have substance. Yeah, I have like fruits. This is my sweet stuff. I don't
Oh, wow.
exactly. So when you like people are addicted, let's say to chocolate, many people say, okay, just stop with it's not easy. But when you have a substitute, for example, dates or whatever,
Yeah.
it's easier to stop with chocolate. So for me, it's so easy. I'm not like attracted. Sorry, but I'm not attracted to so much to pizza or to meat, which they are tasty. I would not say not, but when I have fruits and I'm really good fruits and sweet ones, I don't have desire so much to,
Yeah.
let's say, ice creams. I don't have desire anymore. Fabio, you know
No,
how
for
much?
me, ice cream, no. Before I also eat a lot of ice cream. But now fruit, I can have a desire about pizza, about salty stuff, but ice cream, this stuff, no.
Exactly. So you're right about it. The salt is also addiction, and this is also it's a challenge, but we are going through it. But you're absolutely right with the ice creams. It's mind blowing for me because I always was so into ice creams and yogurts, all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff that are really sweet. But now I don't have a desire for that. It's amazing for me. It's really crazy. I'm like, wow. I got over it just because I really went to the basic, natural, amazing things, which calls fruits. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to continue and read some more beautiful quotes from chapter number 8 from the book A New Earth. Okay. So he continued to say, you can enjoy and honor the things of the world without giving them an importance and significance they don't have, without attachment and placing unreasonable demands upon the world. Fulfill me, make me happy, make me feel safe, tell me who I am. The world cannot give you those things. And when you no longer have such expectations, all self created suffering comes to an end.
All suffering comes to all end. Yeah.
You know how many times I ask the world, make me happy, or people, okay, or stuff, or professions, or everything, or tell me who I am. All this kind of request. And when I have expectations about other people, I suffered so much. I learned don't have any expectations. Also, we going to another place soon. I'm trying not really to lower my expectations as much as possible or disattach myself from my expectations. Okay? Don't. Just be. Whatever comes. And if it doesn't work, I'll change.
Yeah.
But expectations is a really great source for suffering. Do you have any expectations, Fabio?
Yes. Better life.
You don't feel you have a good life now,
Yes, better life.
but you want better.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay.
I search the better life.
When you say better,
When
mhm.
I live and I do stuff, my expectation is to improve my life.
Okay, what do you mean by improving? What do you mean better life? What does it mean? It's like financially, spirituality, physical health. What do you mean?
Mm. I think all aspects. I can't choose one. I mean health, financial, spiritual,
Hmm.
all.
So it's really important because this is one of the most challenging things when people encounter Eckhart Tolle. Like, say, why I'm not supposed to have goals, or you should, and it will be really nice to have goals, but enjoy the way. Enjoy the way. That's what I remember. And also, don't be so attached to the result. The way is more important. If you only focus about the result and you suffer along the way, the result will also will be involved with suffering, and also your energy will be later filled with negative energy. Yeah.
Yes. No, I don't. I'm not 24 hours attached about who I am in the future. But I need to have this. I approve what he said about a goal, because I need to have this. I need to have a goal in my life for make me energy, have energy, made me energy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a change. I think yes, better life maybe means change.
You want change. That's amazing goal also. You go outside of your comfort zone, you know?
I think there is no better things when you change.
Changing is the best.
It's the best.
But Fabio, it's
But
not.
the journey is not simple, because you suffer. When you begin the change, you suffer because there is some struggles. There is no stable life. Every time the life go up, go down, you are in the water. You sometimes you go down the water and you suffer. You should hold your breath.
Yeah. You should hold your breath. What do you mean by holding your breath? Like accept or be with it, go through it.
I think yes. You should work out your breath for don't suffer when you goes down. Or you buy some things for breath.
What do you mean you buy something for your breath?
It's like I don't know in English.
The pipe?
Yeah.
To help you breathe.
Yeah.
So if you suffocate against under the water.
What is the pith? Is a book? Is a
Pipe?
yeah.
Pipe. So yeah, breathing.
Is the knowledge?
You do it a lot. You breathe a lot, Fabio. I feel it like. Why do you do that? Because you feel like stress, or the thoughts come up.
No. It's not. When I breathe, I'm not stressed. When I'm stressed, I don't remember to breathe. I breathe when I am in balance and I want to reach some level about my consciousness.
Amazing. You do it very loudly. You do it like very strong.
Yeah.
Yes, but you said it's so beautiful. You said when I'm balanced, I'm not waiting for being sad because I forget. Makes so much sense. You encounter you are aware of your breath as much as often.
When I'm stressed, I walk so much. I want to
Release the energy.
But breath, no. Yeah. If I remember to breath, I begin to stay balanced. But when you reach some low vibration, is more hard to think about positive stuff, good habits.
And this is
you
so
want
true.
to just go in the bed and scroll your phone.
Exactly.
Okay,
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, the best is cold shower.
Yeah, you did it yesterday. That was so fun, so interesting. You know.
Yeah.
You felt a bit like stress, and you just went to the cold shower and helped you because the cold shower allows you to be in the moment. You're not able to think. You know, your thinking is going lower because you're so cold. You know, your body's like in such a intense, and you focus about your breathing. You know, so nice. That's why I really like cold showers, and almost everybody like today, many people do that.